Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I believe this is episode 8, and by the time you guys are seeing this, hopefully the first and second episode will be up on the channel, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to actually checking out and seeing the comments and just seeing that hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, because I don't think I've had this much fun recording gameplay in a little while, and it's just such an awesome to kind of come to a game that I enjoy so much and be able just to pump these out for you guys. As I said, I am pre-recording these because I'm actually away in Amsterdam, probably by the time you're seeing this. So because of that, I've still made sure that I have an episode every single day for you guys. So I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like and a comment, you know, as it would really help out the channel. And obviously it shows me that you guys are still enjoying the series. So last episode, we were on the trail of the bandits who came and just massacred the horses at the stud farm. We followed a guy called Ginger. We got ourselves into some pretty insane melee engagements as well. So if you haven't seen the last episode and you want to see more combat, then I highly recommend you go back and watch it. The playlist will be in the link in the description. So we went off, we found Ginger, we got some information from him that said that he didn't like do anything, but he saw one of the bandits who committed this atrocity, and that's why he ran away. So we're currently on the trail going to a new town up in the north, next to Townburg actually, right up here to go and scout him out. We were told that he has a limp, and I think he has one eye. I can't remember if I'm just making that up and thinking of a pirate, or if that's actually what he said. But yeah, he said he has at least had a limp, and that's where we're going off to look. I mean, it's not really a lot to go by, but we're going to make our way up. Oh, also, I actually went ahead and saw that I had this kind of thing right here, and apparently this cures light wounds and dispels hangover effects. So I'm going to pop it, because we are lightly wounded from our engagements. Oh yeah, also, something if you didn't see last episode, we actually ran into a random bandit ambush. There was a cart in the middle of the road, and we were like, oh, this would be a good place for an ambush, wouldn't it? Just thinking that nothing would happen. We went around the cart, our horse jolted and ran off, and then these 3 bandits came out of nowhere and ambushed me, and that was nothing to do with my quest whatsoever. I think that's just so awesome. It really is. Wait, what does this do? Within 1 minute, will cure light wounds or dispel hangover effects. Perfect, so do I just, what's this? Select what to use it on. I want to use it on myself. Do I not? Oh, do I have to pour it on food, maybe? Maybe I have to pour it on food and then eat the food. Maybe that would make sense. I'm a little bit confused, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I guess, oh yeah. So we have to put it on, imagine putting it on our sword. We'll heal people by hitting them. So then I guess if we just eat it, and then within a minute, we should be cured by some of our wounds. Because I can't imagine this head wound and this arm wound is anything too serious. That's kind of cool that you don't just, like, take the potion itself. You can put it on food and stuff. That is pretty cool. So we are making our way northwards. Again, we might run into stuff on the road, so I don't want to just, like, fast travel northwards or anything. I kind of really do enjoy myself just, you know, marching around. We could also, I feel like we could also take a little nap at the camp just there we ran past, because there is a camp right here, and we're going in the complete opposite direction. I'm an absolute idiot. Which is good news, because I don't think I could have survived much longer with being on that. Like, one or two more fights. Because it's really dangerous going into combat without having, like, a decent stat. Am I going the right way? No, again. Got it. The map, I really hate going back onto the map constantly. But you kind of almost have to, because it's quite hard to navigate, or at least memorize it. That's fine, though. There's a few kind of side trails here which we can take on, because I believe you do go much faster whilst you do go on path rather than if you're going on rough ground. Because when we were in the woods and we were just traversing the woods looking for any sign of the bandits, because it took us a while last episode to find the bandits we were looking for, and we ended up finding bandits we weren't even paying attention to. So if I'm not mistaken, this should be the road. So yeah, I want to go across here, then left, and then up. Okay, cool. This isn't like the main road, so we're probably more likely to run into like ambushes and bandits. Oh, this is also where we were looking. Oh yeah, you can see where the humans are. Oh yeah, we also ran into a few humans last episode as well. They ambushed me whilst I was fast traveling. So we took on what? We took on like 10 people yesterday. And actually ended up coming out on top, which was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. So we're running to the coal makers down here. The charcoal makers down here to the left. We want to take this corner, and then we want to go take the right when it comes to us. Yeah, we want to go. That's not a road, is it? No, is that a road? Doesn't look like it. Sorry to keep on going back. Yeah, straight ahead and then we take the crossing. Okay, over. That is perfect. We can do that. Yes, we take this bridge over. We do need to get some sleep soon because I'm not sure if you guys saw when I was in my inventory, my sleep stat is down to like 50, so we might start feeling the effects very, very soon. And obviously this is where... Do I want to go left or do I want to go right? It doesn't matter, it's the same. Okay, cool. I mean, we could definitely stop off here if we wanted to at the camp yard and have a nice little nap. I mean, what's the time? How many hours is it until daytime again? 12 hours? Yeah, let's sleep. Let's stop off here at the camp. It'll be a good thing to get our nourishment up, good thing to get our HP off. We'll leave our horse here to chill and just, you know, rest. And we'll go at the camp. So this was the camp, if you guys remember, where me and Sir Hans were at. We're going to have some food. We'll probably eat when we wake up. So let's go ahead and find a nice comfy bed. I imagine this one looks quite good. And we'll just sleep until daytime. I mean, it is still a little bit bright. So what I could do as well is I could just wait until nighttime and then sleep. But we can get a good 12 hours sleep. Actually, let's just wait until 5 because it's probably going to take us an hour to actually get to the city. Now, as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we got ambushed in night or some bandits came. Definitely wouldn't, because we are out in the wilderness, so I can't imagine we're too safe being here. So yeah, we'll wait until 5. It's basically daybreak, and then we'll ride to the next city. And I wonder how big the city's going to be, because they made it sound like it was an actual city, not a, like, something like Rattay, not something like the fiefdoms we've been past throughout most recent times. So we are hungry, so we'll eat from the pot. Always food here. I should hopefully have put our nourishment up. Yeah, our nourishment's up to 63. Our energy's up to 100 now, which is great. We also got all our HP back as well. So we're like a fresh new soldier. We just need to clean our clothes and we'll be good to go. Hopefully we've come early enough that none of the bandits are about and they're all sleeping, especially in this rain as well. Oh, awesome. Our horsemanship leveled up. That's perfect by just obviously riding our horse. And we also obviously unlocked a new perk as well. If we go to skills, horsemanship. So we have heavy duty pony, which does what? Your horse can carry more, but it's slower. Can't perform... Oh, so I can either pick one or the other, right? Your horse is faster, but carries less weight. I mean, it can already carry a decent amount. So maybe just making it faster would be my... I don't know. I honestly don't know what one to pick. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll pick the one that you guys want the most. We also have an agility level up as well. Oh, yeah, here we go. Agility level up as well. Fools will, of course... Oh, yeah, we were saving that point, because none of these really like me too much. I wouldn't mind getting, like, fastest striker at level 8, even though that is quite far away. That is really far away. But I just don't feel like there's any... Like, I don't feel like falling damage is that important. So, we're just going to leave that for now, because... You know, obviously full damage is important, but, you know, not the end of the world. Hello? Are you just travelling, my good sir? I might stop off and see what he's...
Help me, please.
Oh, no, I don't want to get sick. Sorry, my dude. I don't want to get sick. Oh, it's just outside the village here. So this is cool as well. So hopefully start discovering a bunch of new villages and, like, locations on our trek over here. And is that the town we're coming up to? Let's have a look. Yes, yeah, it should be the one in front of us, which we have to search. It's quite a big area we have to actually look for, so it could honestly be anywhere. Yeah, here we go. So it's more of like an uncastled city. Even though it does look like it does have a keep of some sort there. Oh my god, the weather is not looking great though, at all. So there we go. Ooze hits? Oh, I can't pronounce that. Find out where the Limpin Bandit lives. So I guess I have to ask around more than anything else. And what I should probably do is I probably should wait until daytime, honestly. So I can actually ask around. So let's, yeah, because everyone's probably asleep. Let's wait till 8. That's 3 hours. We just have to pass by. And then we'll just, I guess, start asking around. Asking at the tavern's probably a good idea, if I'm honest. And we have to just keep our eyes peeled for someone with a limp. We might just run into him, you know. Everyone does live their lives on this game, so we might literally just run into the dude with the limp. Perfect. So daytime, everyone should be waking up now. The city looks much better. Oh, it looks awesome down there as well. Oh, is this an inn? No, this might be an inn. Looks like a bakery of some sort. Or like a cattle ranch. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. We discovered anything yet? Well, we haven't explored it yet, apparently. So let's just get off our horse. We'll see what this is, because, again, it might be some good places to talk to people. It's a butcher's. I mean, what else a butcher? A butcher normally seems to know stuff, you know, what's going on. So, hello, good sir. Do you know anything?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Indeed.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Must be that farmhand Lubosh. I don't know what the hell you'd want him for, and I don't much care. He's got a cottage on the edge of the village near the stream.
Wow, that was like the easiest thing ever. I expected to have to like ask tons of people. Yeah, this is a really cool village. Like, it doesn't really have a castle or like walls or anything, but it's just like a kind of a cool fiefdom out here. I can't believe that as well. Like, I did not expect it to be that easy, considering the last quest where we were searching for them bandits for ages. But I mean, asking the butcher is a good idea, you know? The butcher will know a lot of people because they have to come to him to buy food. So I guess it does make sense that asking a butcher would probably be one of the better things to do. Oh, what's going on down here? There's a group of people. Looks like soldiers. That does look like soldiers. I guess we better get down here quickly to find out what's going on. Because it is right here. Yeah, it is right here. But it looks like the soldiers from Townburg. Does it not? Yeah, but it does look like the soldiers from Townburg. Oh, he's probably been killed, hasn't he? Yeah, he's probably been massacred by the bandits or something.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
Yeah, 100% he's been killed.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh.
Yeah, he's been brutally
All
killed.
that's left of him.
Jesus Christ.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Wow, the bandits did not take kindly to him. I guess he must have been the one fighting, and then one side, because there was two bandit groups there. And I guess he must have been on one side, and you know he always messed him up.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk.
Yeah, you already said that, my friend. Let's ask him if anyone saw anything. Can
When
you
did you
teach me
find
to
the body?
read?
And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Yeah, it's very true. Who can teach me to read? I need to read, my lord. Okay, so what's our objective right now? To find out more about him. Well, it doesn't really give me a clear thing. I guess maybe asking some of these guys, like the innkeeper probably knows a thing or two.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah, let's see
I've
if we
come
can
in
find
the
out
name
more.
of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
I guess we can find out more about him and
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
notice
Have you
anything
noticed
suspicious?
suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden.
There we go. That's a bit of information.
But
I think we're
I
asking the
suppose no
right
sin's
people.
Too dark for God's mercy.
Talk to the priest. Cool, I can do that.
That's all.
Is it still just talk to the priest? Yeah, let's go talk to the priest then. Maybe if there's anyone else interested, because I feel like the butcher knows everyone because he's good. Archer master trader. Maybe a trader would be good to ask.
Lord Almighty.
I've come in the name of...
I don't know how I can help you.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned
Yeah,
up
so
at
just
the-
go talk to the priest. Okay, we can do that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't...
Okay.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had...
Okay, I think I'm going to ask a couple more people and then we'll make our way over to the priest, just to make sure that there's no one too. So the innkeeper, Joseph might know.
God be with you.
I've come in the name...
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder...
Okay, that's a bit more information.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but...
Okay, nothing too helpful from
That's all.
you. Let's go ahead and ask. I think there's one more person I want to ask before going after the butcher. The head groom.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Indeed, my sir.
I've come...
Of course.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to...
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in it.
Oh, that's rude.
That's all.
Okay, cool. Let's make our way over to the priest. And I feel like I've talked to everyone who would probably give me information. Maybe the trader. Oh, actually, the trader would be a good person to talk to, finally.
God be with you.
No one else really offered me too much
I've come in
information.
the name of...
I don't know.
All of these seem kind of grayed
That
out,
man
so I assume
Lubosh
it's just going to be the same
I
answer.
didn't really know him.
Yeah, it's just going to be the same answer, right?
That's all.
Because they're grayed out, I assume. So let's go and wash ourselves because we are dirty. People are obviously less likely to talk to you as well when you are muddy, so having a wash is always a good idea. Yeah, no one else is going to talk to me. So let's just make our way over to the priest then, see what we can get done over in the church, which I imagine will be at the top of the castle. Actually, is there anything? Can I go into the... Can I go into the place just to see if there's any clues lying around? Yeah, they did not do kind things to him whatsoever. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was an inspect.
A bed. Nothing unusual.
We just take some of his food. I mean, I guess he's not going to be needing it. Some bread will do. Again, whatever. We won't steal his stuff. He's a dead man after all.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Well, you just explain that yourself.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Maybe we should learn to read so we can tell it. I guess that's what we could ask at the... I could ask at the church, because obviously the church person will know how to read. Or just some mead. Oh, I'll take some mead. He's not going to be needing any more than some wine. That's good stuff to sell as well. Always pretty nice. Anything else to look at? Out of interest. So yeah, probably going to the church is going to be our next plan of attack. We could also eat from his pot. Again, they don't want the food to go to waste. Yeah, nothing around here. How's our nourishment level? Our nourishment levels are kind of low, so let's go ahead and eat from the pot. Get some nice food down us. Yeah, my god. Is there anything else we can look at? Doesn't look like it. Is an axe in the thing? That's kind of suspicious, do you not think? Just an axe in the middle. There's no way of getting onto the roof at all, right? No. Because don't think there's anything up there. It's not like we can parkour our way up at all. Yeah, no. So let's go ahead and leave then, and we'll make our way over to the church. We can probably ask him about the sign that was there, like written above his head, obviously the warning, because I don't know how to read. It might also be good to actually try and learn how to read as well at some point. Well, obviously, you know, maybe if we'd already learned how to read, we could have done that. Because there was a quest asking, like, to find out, so maybe that could have been a good plan. But I guess someone else in this village. I guess all the villagers are like from all the bandits from the other group. Oh, why are you running? Why are you running, huh?
The bastard!
Oh wait, oh wow. He's like must have stole something from him. I mean, I'm not gonna get involved. But that's awesome. I love how there's just so many like little things. I don't know though. Should I go after him? Yeah, I'm gonna go after him because maybe he knows something. You know. Let's run him down with our horse. Hopefully we don't kill him, because I don't want to just kill someone.
Stop him, someone!
Where did he go? Oh, I think he might have escaped. I think I was too late. Oh, wow. Oh, maybe I should have stopped him, because I feel like maybe he could have known something. Oh, well. I guess. He's long gone now. Let's continue our way up to the tavern, to the church then. And find the priest there. See, I mean, obviously he can't exactly tell me. But maybe he can. There we go. We can see the church right there. Looks like it's got some construction on the go as well. Obviously also discovering a bunch more. You're a fighting priest? Yeah, he is as well, practicing sword fighting, not bad. Or maybe he's scared for his life and that's why he's practicing sword fighting.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow, he is a closed...
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
I mean, I guess.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
You can't hurt him now. You could... Okay, what one should we go for? I mean, I don't want to do it by force, because that's just rude. You could be condemned innocent people to death. I mean, he doesn't care.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Wouldn't tell me who it is. Well, yeah.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
So I have to meet him later, unfortunately. So is there anyone else I want to talk to? I'm not too sure. Because there's probably like enough like clues sitting around. Because I still have the objective to explore still. So we have a little bit of time before I have to meet him. So let's just explore a little bit, see if we run across anything looking a bit suspicious. But then I went straight too far. But it also gave me a good opportunity just to explore around here and maybe see a few more things. There's this guy. Maybe we'll ask him a little bit more as well. See if he has anything extra to tell me.
Good health to you.
Another thing about Lubosh.
And no, there's nothing extra. Oh, so dude's running again.
The parish priest here in Ujits, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to though.
Oh, yeah, let's find out where we can read as well, because learning to read would be great.
There's a retired scribe in Ujits. He could teach
Oh,
you.
awesome. He's actually here as well. So we can actually learn how to read whilst we're here as well. I guess we'll do that before we leave. Actually find out how to read, because I can imagine that would be very, very useful. Who are you? You anyone important?
Good day to you.
I've come in the name...
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Let's see if he knows anything suspicious.
You
He's probably not going to tell me anything because it's grayed out again. So
Come to think of it, he was in church.
yeah, he's already told me that. Okay, yeah. So if it's grayed out, I assume it means that he's not going to tell me anything new whatsoever. So I guess let's just wait. I mean, we can maybe go and read whilst we're waiting. Oh, he's just right here as well. He's literally right here. Wow. Oh, yeah, it's this scribe place. I guess we'll go and see the scribe and see if he can teach me to read. Hello? Anyone here? Because learning to read would probably help me out. Because as he said, that's probably a warning to someone. So if I can read that, that'd be amazing.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Oh, yeah, I can't quite do it now, because I need to obviously meet Tim in the evening, so...
I don't have enough money.
Okay, we'll do that after then. I don't want to miss the opportunity, because as I said, this game tends to have set times that if you don't make it, other stuff will happen, and I don't want to not meet the... Yeah, I don't want to not meet the priest, because obviously that's vital to our quest, but we'll come back to the scribe beforehand and hopefully learn to read, because hopefully the scribe will tell me something, then I'll have some time to do it, and then I can go back to the murder scene, etc, etc. So anything else I want to do before meeting the scribe? Probably not. I feel like I'd just go, maybe explore this and then come back. Yeah, let's do that. So let's make our way down the road, then we'll wait until evening. Is it this place, I think? Maybe? No, it's further on. It's further down, I believe. Oh, there we go. This for grocers. Okay, cool. So let's make our way back to the tavern. I guess we'll just put up our horse, like, outside the tavern. But he said in the evening, so... Yeah, let's just, like, stock up our horse just right here. And we'll wait until evening. Maybe if there's a bed here as well, we could use that. What's the time now? So it's still 12. What time does he say he wants to meet us? Yeah, oh, it's optional as well, so yeah, I could have definitely missed this. In the evening, I guess we'll just wait until, like, I don't know. Like 1800 maybe? That seems quite, like, evening-ish to me. I don't want to wait too late, obviously. But, like, yeah, like 6 o'clock seems like a good enough time. Just milling around. I mean, we could have been using this time to just ask more people, but I just don't see who else I could ask. Everyone who was there was kind of important. It wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly, to learn to read, because then we can read that bloody sign, which is above his corpse, so... Are you going to be here now, Father? Out of interest? Tavern? Father? I mean, I guess we could ask villagers in the tavern as well. The innkeeper's having a nice little beer. I guess it's a little bit later, right? Oh, this is the store. We probably shouldn't be in here. We've already asked everyone else. So I guess we'll wait another hour because he doesn't seem to be here. We'll wait until 7. 7 is surely evening. I would assume by 7 he'll be here. Still not here. Maybe he'll be on his way soon because his church is just right there. There's a lot more people here as well. We could always ask. No, still not here. What time does he mean? By evening. I mean, it's not nighttime yet, but surely. Everyone's going to a tavern now. I'm gonna go and ask him again because he might still be able to help me out with some other stuff as well. Are we going now, Sir Father? You gonna meet me in the tavern now?
And with you, lad.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Nice. So it is time. He was just on his way. Good. I was like, for a second, I was like, is he gonna be there? I'll wash myself as well. Just make sure I'm nice and clean so my charisma isn't hit or anything. There's like no space here. Can we kick some people out? My horse as well is just in the middle. I guess I should put my horse over there, right? I have some time whilst he's making his way over as well. There we go. That's where my horse should be. For perfect. Absolutely perfect. That looks great. And I love as well how this quest, like this little thing right here is optional. You know, it's not like I have to do this. I can find out other ways. This is just one of the means to find out.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Yeah, getting him on the side wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm sorry. What about your kin?
I bet you he knows my father. I'm not going to lie.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. seemed so pointless. They had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of a church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
It's this woman just chilling with us.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come.
This comely wench is just here having a good time with
They
us.
wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
Well, if you tell me, I can
told you all
stop
about
that.
me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
It's like a play.
Give me an example.
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth. And they shamelessly profit from everything.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive fur. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits and sasal
I mean, this guy has had a few to drink.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
You may say that, but who knows?
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I'm already slurring my words. Nice, we leveled up in drinking. The best skill possible. Oh, that's his girl. Is his wife, is it? Or girl? Well, obviously not his wife, but just a woman he's with. The father is getting me drunk. I bet you he's part of the bandits maybe, and I'm going to get taken prisoner or something. I've been pretty good at my guesses recently. Because I guessed that we've run into Sir Sigismund's army. I guessed about Ginger. Looks like we're having a merry old time here. Ooh, a nice little comely wench for myself right there. I love the word comely wench. I heard it back in Tamberg.
Enough of this.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh, come on. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
I kind of don't want to, but I kind of have to, I guess. Getting in a brawl with the father of the church, wow. Here we go. Oh my god, there's so many people as well. Well, there's 3 people on me, right? I mean, this guy is going down pretty easily. And we're actually getting pretty well trained now as well. We can actually take on people. Oh, we're drunk as well, so we're swaying from side to side. That's hilarious. Our jabs are so much better. Yeah, as I said, like, because we're leveling up quite a lot, we're actually, like, doing decent in this hand-to-hand combat. I'll try and help out Father. He looked like he was getting beaten up there. Oh my god, we are wasted. Look at that. We're going to find ourselves in the stock for sure. That's that guy dealt with. This guy as well. We managed to dodge that. Our energy level is so low. We are wasted. Look at this. We can barely stand up. Don't know how we can dodge this, but we're doing a good job at it. Where's the bailiff as well? There we go. This guy is a hoot for a priest. Bringing some girls back to.
Right, Henry. Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me?
This is amazing for a for a priest to be doing this. Absolutely amazing.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Having a night on the town to tell our children about, that's for sure.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
What a boy!
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
You already know.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
I imagine I've got a horrific hangover. Oh my god.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
We're demonetized already. Wow. Rip to my YouTube career. So if you guys want to support me on Patreon, you'd really help out. As YouTube seems to be demonetizing my videos. I have no idea why. No idea why they're demonetizing my videos, but they are. Oh yeah, look how hungover we are. Wow, this priest is something else. I feel like I'm in some sort of dream. We earn his trust at least. That's good. We've had the night of our lives.
I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fuck it out. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
We did
You
indeed.
certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. Oh, my guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten? Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck is it?
Wow, that's awesome.
Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say Mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose it's Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
That's true.
It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Can't say no to that, I guess. That was a crazy... I was not expecting to have such a mad night. We also have a new drinking perk available as well. I bet you the perks are like... if you like by getting bonus stats or something. Yeah, I'll say this.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that.
If I have to try and recall this, it's gonna be a difficult job.
I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Okay, so let's make our way over, I guess, and I don't know how we're going to be able to do this, because we're just as wasted as the father, but I'm hoping it'll be okay. Also, are we... Yeah, we are pretty much naked, so we should probably put our clothes on right as well. That would probably help us out. So yeah, let's stick on our boots. We need to get this stuff repaired when we go back home. That is for sure. Okay, that's all our armor. I guess I probably shouldn't have my weapon out in church, right? I also don't have my bandit armor on as well. Cool. So imagine if I wonder, he'll probably give us something to wear, right? Something more priestly. But imagine if he didn't and we were just simply... just walking around in our undergarments. That wouldn't be too noble for a preacher. We're also pretty wasted still as well, which is never too good. I guess here we go, showtime indeed.
I thought he'd never show up.
This guy's looking for any good chance to take us down.
With them, you beast. Just you wait. Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
You alright, girl? Had a good time last night. I hope you did as well.
You may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching.
I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Okay, here we go. I guess we're going to have some decision making to do. Hopefully this is going to go okay, because we by the looks of it are still pretty wasted ourselves. So they can go. Begin the sermon comfortably, start a lengthy set. Let's start comfortably. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, our skills aren't exactly great. You can see because we're drunk, we've got -2 to our speech, -2 to our whatever the middle one is, and -1. So I guess our best option is to go more aggressive with the sword way. But we'll start off
Brothers and
comfortably.
sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
Boy has a cheek.
Oh, we succeeded though. God stands at the church. We condemn to reject dissolute priests. Let's start the top one.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God. God is above all things.
That's not what I
The
wanted to
church is
say.
but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
Oh, okay. I take that back. I did mean to do that. Let's continue harshly, because that's our best stat, I think.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague,
And people like to get behind like aggressive
hunger,
stuff.
and chaos. The
Yes,
accursed
we're
wealth
killing
the
it at the
church is
moment.
drowning in
Nice.
is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Guys, you think this would be going as well as it is? Tell them about the sin of fornication. Well, no. To sin is human because we have just sinned all night. I don't want to be a
It is
hypocrite.
the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
God, I am absolutely nailing this. I guess we'll continue harshly because it seems to be working for us so far. Yeah, let's just continue harshly.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil
Guys,
himself
we
were
are
to pay?
destroying the
Will the
sermon.
bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without
I imagine
remorse,
every
and with the
option
money
is
grasped from the
viable
poor for
depending on your
indulgences,
stats, I guess.
They keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least
I think I'm getting him off the hook here. So criticize but stand up. Oh, so this is the last one. I guess we'll stand up for Goodwin because that's who we want to get the information out, right? So we want to try and protect him as much as possible.
Those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Oi! All honor to Godwin! Let him drink like one of us!
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
I think I absolutely nailed that. Holy crap. I did not think it'd go as well as that. I guess once we did the first one, it was just a good kind of like run as we knew we could carry on where we're going because the first one succeeded.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that Hus.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a silver tongue.
Nice. We always said we wanted to be good with speech. And it looks like we managed to get this guy. I wonder what would have happened if we messed it up.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
We did all of them last night.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
That was an awesome bit of quest line. Like, this game, man, is just so much fun. Like, I just did not expect that quest to go in that direction. I really, really didn't. So what's our next quest line then? Is to go, down here? Oh, we have to go quite a distance down. So I guess we'll go back to Rattay, and then we'll make our way up. Because maybe reporting to Sir Radzik would be good. Oh yeah, but Sir Radzik has gone off to somewhere else, hasn't he? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So we will make our way, I guess, down south, and I'll do that next episode. I think really quickly what we'll do is before we do leave, we'll make sure we read, and we'll get our reading skills done, because we might be able to find out more about that. About that quest, about the dead body if we go back after learning how to read. Could be a good idea. So we'll make our way over to the priest and we'll learn some stuff. But that'll be for the start of next episode. We are obviously going to be pushing down after learning to read. We will make our way back down to Rattay. Maybe see Teresa. Maybe we'll learn to read next episode. We'll see Teresa, and then we'll make our way over here. But we are really starting to explore the map, which is awesome. I love the fact that we're still discovering stuff. There's also so much stuff we still haven't even seen, like up in the corners, all of this stuff as well. And there's huge parts of the map really starting to open up, but we really haven't discovered, we've probably discovered like 40% of it, and we've been playing this for close to 9 hours now. I just love the vast scale of this game. We've mainly just been doing the main mission as well, and we haven't heard anything about Sir Sigismund's army recently either. We're just focusing on the bandits, so there's still so much more to go, and that's absolutely awesome. So as I said, make sure to put a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed this so far. Next episode, we will be pushing to learning to read, maybe go back to Rattay, see Teresa, and then finally go and try and continue on with this quest, which should be a lot of fun. We also have a lot of stuff to sell, so I might see if I can do that off on before we come back next episode. I might try and sell a few of my things. Yeah, look at that. Being drunk really doesn't help you out. Oh yeah, we want to see this really quickly. let's see what this does. So the beer you get is 50% weaker. You can drink more, but the wine is twice as strong. Under the influence of alcohol, your hands will shake 25% less and your bow skill is higher by 2. But you're sober, your hands will shake more. Don't really want that. The wine you get is 50% weaker, but you drink more, but beer is twice as strong. Okay, cool. I mean, I'll look at this in a bit more detail later on and see what I can do. And hopefully we'll start leveling up our reading skills as well. There's just so much to the game as well. But anyway, I've rambled on enough. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.